there was a 911 call placed from 1122 King Road, and it was placed regarding an unconscious person.
911 location of your emergency. What is the address of the emergency?
1172. One of the roommates has passed out. She's not waking up.
Listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying. They placed a call to 911. They placed a call to 911 because someone was unconscious. Nothing in this 911 call makes mention of BLOOD, okay? Listen.
Hello? Is she breathing? No. Okay.
Listen. He knows she's not breathing, which pretty much tells you that he checked her pulse, right? Yet, there's no mention of BLOOD. Why? This is what gets me. This is, oh my God.
When police walk into the house, nothing looks out of the ordinary. Then the officers walk up to the second floor. They make their way to a bedroom and they find Xana Kernodle and Ethan Chapin covered in blood. The police then go up to the third floor and they find an empty bedroom and a dog inside.
Tell me
across the hallway.
Tell me how is the dog was in the third floor the whole time? How did he get there? Please tell me. Oh my God. This just doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't.
The officers find Maddie Mogan and Kaylee Gonsalves. It appears that these girls have been brutally stabbed to death.
It's just, I can't with this case. I really can't.
There was no forced entry. There was no forced entry. There was nothing reported missing. There was no murder weapon.
One thing that was really surprising is that they didn't find any signs that any of the women had been sexually assaulted.
There was so much blood in this house that it leaked out of the foundation of the house and ran in rivulets on the side of the house.
Look at that.
On the night of the killings, Dylan Mortensen is awakened from her sleep. She hears noises upstairs.
The theory is that the individual that entered this house went through the sliding glass doors adjacent to the kitchen. Those doors were regularly left unlocked.
He walks up the narrow staircase to the third floor, and he goes into Maddie's bedroom.
Dylan was able to hear.
It's obviously someone who knows this home because the layout of this house is very unique, okay? So it's someone that knows their way around and someone that knew that the sliding door would be opened or was opened.
Kaylee's dog.
Dylan also hears a voice say, "There's somebody here."
But she doesn't see anything.
This individual proceeds to Ethan and Xana on the second floor.
In her bedroom, Xana was on TikTok. She was awake.
Now, this is conflicting with the other reports. The other reports that are stating that Xana actually went to pick up her DoorDash order at that time.
Dylan says she hears crying coming from Xana's bedroom. and a male voice say, "It's okay, I'm here to help you."
Here we have a killer who is massaging the moment to try to gain the trust of their victim, even seconds before he's going to commit murder.
Dylan opens her door for a third time and sees a man walking from the direction of Xana's bedroom, walking past her door.
He was dressed in black with a black mask, about 5'10" to 6 feet.
Seriously?
Athletic
You're
build,
not gonna call the
and
cops
he
after
had,
that?
she said, bushy eyebrows.
Are you
and she's
kidding
locked in
me?
this frozen state of fear.
Are you kidding me?
She just stands there, and then she retreats back to her bedroom.
No, it's just, come on.
The killer then continues on through the sliding door that led to the back porch.
The million-dollar question,
I
I
mean,
think, for
this
many
is-
is, why did Dylan Mortensen survive?
If she had spoken, I think
Yeah, you're right. That is the million-dollar question. How these two victims survived. I mean, I'm not saying they did anything. I'm just like, this is common sense, you guys. What's going on here?
she would have been another victim.
Bethany Funk, the other surviving roommate, was on the first floor, and what she did or did not see or hear, we don't know.
The court's issued a pretty broad gag order, so there's going to be a lot of information that remains to be seen until the time.
What we do know now is that Dylan and Bethany were frantically texting each other and trying to reach the victims.
No
My
answer.
God, you guys, these poor babies were freaking bleeding
Sometime
out in
after
that
that,
house.
one of the young women called one of the fraternity brothers
Unreal.
nearby.
I
And then
can't.
around 11:58 is when the 911 call was placed.
It's insane.
Knowing that Xana was on TikTok at 4:12 a.m., the police determined that the murders occurred sometime between 4 a.m. and 4:25 a.m.
That's smart. Like,
Hi, my name.
really, I'm being sarcastic, obviously. How are you going to determine when the murders took place based on digital data? What? You guys, you can watch this documentary. It's called The Idaho Student Murders. This one's on Peacock, and it's very unbiased, honestly. And one other thing I want to point out, Ethan is 6'4", okay, and 220 pounds. I just want to know how Brian Kohlberger took this kid down. Brian Kohlberger weighs like 180 pounds, okay? And he's shorter than Ethan. We are 16 minutes in of this documentary, and there's so many questions. How did this case not go to trial? It is beyond me. And I am not saying that Brian Kohlberger did not commit the murders, because he obviously pled guilty to the murders. I don't believe an innocent man would do that. So, but this case is very strange, you guys.